We got a cool video for you guys today. We are going to be taking a little trip. I don't know if I should call it a little trip because it's a pretty big trip. But before we get to that part, let's go down here and do a little quick update on the chickens, get those guys fed, and then we'll get to the meat and taters of the video. I hate to start the video out like this. I come down to kind of feed the chickens, give you guys an update on how everything is doing, and well, it's not been a good time with that. Now the thing is, I have baby chicks in here. These are the first chicks that I actually hatched in my incubator from our OG chickens, which are right over there. If you can look right in here, we don't have the greatest setup on this door. Something literally snuck through this little crack right here and killed our baby chicks last night. Now one of them, I can see the head is still intact. The other one, I believe the head is gone. We have found a bunch of other creatures, if you guys have watched past videos, back here in the back, in these woods back here behind the coop. They have had their heads gone. And a lot of people said, that's probably an owl. Problem is, I don't know what could fit through that little bitty hole, John. An owl can't fit through that. A coon can't fit through that. The only thing that I can think of, John, is something that we've got on trail camera before, and that is probably a mink or a weasel type of animal. I don't know, that's very concerning because weasels, mink are hard to trap. We've got traps out right now. I don't think the traps that we have out right now, live traps, dog-proof traps, I don't think they're going to get it done. So I'm very concerned right now for the well-being of my other chickens. And I feel bad because we didn't have that door on there better, John. I feel like part of it is my fault. I really do, and I hate that. We had plans to, you know, make a better setup. And they've been there for a long time. They've been there for a good long while now. I just thought they were going to be okay. Now, with that said, I have something right over here trapped right next to the chickens. And it looks like a big old possum. Right here in this little trap. It is a big old possum. It's a good sized possum. Daggone. Look, I don't know, John. That is a big possum. He looks rougher than a night in jail too, don't he? He ain't got no hair on him. This guy's been beat up. I don't think they get rabies. Look at what a tail on that guy. Look at this dude.
You told him when you pulled that out.
Yeah.
Big possum coming up.
I did, yeah. I trapped a possum even bigger than this. I mean, this is a decent sized possum. But he definitely looks like something's wrong with him. I wonder if he got in a fight with whatever it was that killed that, John. I wonder if that thing come over here and like got a hold of him. Oh, there's Flair everywhere. There's Flair everywhere, John. We got a problem. I'm not even kidding. We have a serious problem. We haven't even went back there and checked the other traps, which I didn't set the other dog proof that we had a foot in yesterday. I just thought about that last night. You can see right there, his head is completely gone. This guy over here, his head's still there. But it just doesn't make sense to me why one's head is gone and the other one is not. Does that make sense to you? Something people have been commenting is that maybe our maggot farm is drawing in predators. So that's something we thought about today. We moved our maggot farm way down there. We don't want that drawing in predators, so we got that moved. We got the chicks moved over into this right here where the ducks stay. Now, we let the ducks out during the day for the most part, and they just go up at nighttime. I don't think the ducks and the chicks will have that big of an issue, so they'll basically just be together at nighttime. We're gonna use one of these baby chicks to put in our live trap. Whatever this is has a taste for chicken. He's making the ultimate sacrifice, thank you baby chick, and the other one is gonna go in a maggot farm. Right here he is, he's making the ultimate sacrifice. And hopefully he'll catch us whatever it is that's coming out here trying to kill our chickens. All right, well, there we go. We got that all baited up. But listen, that's not what this video is about. We're actually going all the way to Nebraska in this video, and we're gonna pick up a brand new boat. A boat that I don't think you guys have seen me use yet on YouTube. If you guys don't know, I work for Guggen Squad. I'm the social media manager. Basically, Flair is pretty much my boss. Super cool boss, by the way. He had a boat for sale. He's been moving, all that stuff. Had a pretty good price on it, what I felt, and I was like, you know what? I need a boat. My boat recently blew up. A lot of my early subscribers know that I pretty much was a fishing channel, hence the name Fishing with Tate. Anyway, with that said, I'm gonna take you guys through the journey of going to Nebraska, picking up the boat, and we're also gonna visit the Flair farm for a little bit. So it went a little something like this. I didn't want to make the trip alone, and my brother John, who usually goes with me, he had school. So I took about an hour detour to pick up Preacher. It's been a while since he's been in videos. He moved back to Cincinnati, but he's going with me on this 13-hour drive all the way to Nebraska. And that's pretty much all we did. We just straight up drove. So there really wasn't much to talk about, nothing to update you about. And we finally got within about 30 minutes of Flair's house. We decided we were going to stop at a gas station, spend the night. And that's pretty much all that I did, was spend the night, because I didn't get any sleep. That's the new whip. happened was we drove, and then we drove a little more, and then eventually,
We drove a little bit more.
let's be honest, you pretty much just slept the last 5. We're officially here. We got the boat here. She's looking pretty good. I was telling Flair that I don't know how he keeps anything clean with all these gravel roads. It's pretty insane. So she's a little dirty. We'll have to clean her up and stuff. But I had a non-quality probably 2.5 hours of sleep.
Why though?
That probably equals like 30 minutes. Well, number one, because you're the loudest freaking snorer I've ever.
No,
You got a
I don't
problem.
even snore.
You got a problem, preacher.
I
You
don't
really
even
do.
snore.
We'll see you, brother.
Good luck. Catch some small fish for me.
Will do. We had to stop and say hello to the farm animals before we go. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Huh? Oh, there it is. Buddy, I've seen a lot of videos of you. It's good to finally meet you. Hey, there's Dale, baby. Carol. Ralph's all about that camera time. Carlos. Oh God, there's Pedro. Well, you don't want to mess with Pedro. Pedro's legit. What you doing, Dale? What's up, buddy? There's Rick. Huh? What you doing, boy? I think we're probably gonna get on out of here. We got a long trip ahead of us. Cool to come down and see the animals right there. And man, I want a freaking farm, preacher. I want a farm. Come on, pet this camel.
No,
Come on.
no.
He won't hurt you. Come on.
No, no. Hey, it's gonna bite you.
No, he had his nuts cut. Dale is an actual goat. Rick is also a goat. Ralph's also a goat. Go bring him a pet, preacher. Go ahead.
Heck to the no.
Go give him a pet. Come on. Give him a pet. Get over there and give him a pet.
Oh, he's looking at me.
He ain't gonna... All right, guys, we're gonna hop up out of here. Animals, it was good to meet you. Dale, you're a goat. All right, well, we are finally back in Kentucky, and this trip actually happened 6 months ago, but here we are. We got the boat right here. Now, the thing is, we've actually been fishing on this boat quite a bit. We just really haven't filmed it because we've been, you know, rolling with the chicken videos and the farming videos and, you know, doing our different stuff, right? But basically, as soon as I got this boat back, I took it to a local marine mechanic, and I had the motor looked over, had the oil change, all that stuff, and I had just a bunch of stuff done to it. And I'm gonna show you guys everything that I had done to it, and pretty much just give you a full tour of what used to be Flair's boat, but is now the Fishing with Tate boat. So if you just look at her, she is about 19, is it 19 and a half foot? I think it's not 18 and a half foot. Give or take, it's like 19 foot. So the first thing that we had done to this is we went ahead and we do a lot of night fishing. So we put some LED lights all the way down, the full length. We said we want to light that baby up when we're on the water. We want them to see us coming. Something that I added just recently is this right here. This is the Drodo boat latch. So a problem I had with this boat is when I go up on the front, after I get it up on the roller, it would come down because I'm a big boy. I weigh a lot. So when I come up here, our boat ramps are steep, it would come down. So this right here, if you guys haven't seen it, it basically has a little latch, and when you drive up on it, it's kind of like a 5th wheel trailer. If you guys ever using one of those, it just catches the boat and it can't come off. I've got my Ghost trolling motor up front. I've got right here, my live scope is on a separate pole. It's a turret. And again, if you guys aren't interested in this, that's cool. I know I make chicken videos now mostly, but we like to go out and do some catching cooks and stuff. So if you guys don't know what live scope is, probably just need to Google it. It's pretty much cheating. And then we have this right here. So Flair just had a little tiny unit up here. He don't do a lot of like offshore fishing, stuff like that. He's kind of anymore he seems like he's more of a cat fisherman, right? Or something like that. So I got my live scope here, second graph here, mostly for maps, full screen live scope. I put the recessed trolling motor thing in there. What's this called? Tray? Yeah, trolling motor tray. Got that put in there. Right here's the switch to the lights. And I put USBs all over this son of a gun right here. They're everywhere. Everywhere as in 2 here, 2 back there. And then we'll just stay on the outside. We got a nice spare tire, which you can't overlook. Listen, if you ain't got a spare tire, you need one, all right? I do like a tandem axle trailer because if you have a blowout, you're probably not gonna wreck and die as often. Does that make sense? You're probably not gonna wreck and die. You're less like, you're probably gonna live. I put these babies on here where I could just, you know, put it up here and it just stays attached to the trailer. I don't have to worry about ratchet straps, keeping up with them. John knows I'm terrible at that. We got a 150 Merc, a Mercury 150 on this aluminum boat, which is absolutely insane. I've had this thing up to 50 mile an hour. By the way, Bandito bug, gotta have it. I got a code, by the way, at googensquad.com, code Tate, and it saves you 10%. So, but one thing I do want to say, I had this put in also. I got a switch right here so I can connect my big motor battery to my trolling motor batteries in case like one battery doesn't charge. And then I can also like disconnect everything. So if I leave something on in the boat, forget to cut it off, it's not gonna kill everything. Pretty much everything you want going on back here. I did the full setup on this. I put my 9-inch Lowrance up there. There's that sucker. And I mean, the rod storage isn't great, right? Like there's not a ton of rod storage in here. See that? But there's so much room on the deck, I honestly just put everything on the deck. This side of the boat pretty much looks exactly like that side of the boat. We got a small compartment right here. We have another one on the other side. Not too big. We got the live well right here. It's still got water in it for some reason. I hope there's not some minnows dead in that. That's happened many times. This little compartment right here is a great compartment. Yeah, you see what I'm doing up in here, right? I always got that on me, you know? The seats, gosh, they're so comfortable. Nice steering wheel. I can make it any way I want to do it. I mean, this sucker's got it, just about got it all. Got another live well. Now, this is a little bit different than the bass version. This is like the multi-species version. Honestly, use that a lot more than what I thought I would. And then right here, we got all the beautiful green Guggen goodness. You guys saw in that rod locker, this one looks the exact same. And this one, I don't really keep rods. I just keep like baits and like my navigation lights, stuff like that. But anyway, that is pretty much the tour of the boat. It's a pretty nice boat. I really like it. And me and John has had it out fishing quite a bit. We haven't done that much bass fishing out of it, but we have been absolutely slaying the crappie out of this machine. Absolute unit for slaying crappie. I sit right here, turn on the live scope right here, got my map. I'm just sitting here just daggum filling up the live well. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on bell notifications. We'll catch you guys on the next one.